Hello students, welcome to Academic Aura. Today we will be doing practice set 5.3 of the chapter GCD and LCM. I have already done the previous sums of the second part. I have done the first and the second word problem in the previous video. Now we are going to do the third one. Now see the third question. The LCM of two numbers is 200 and the GCD is 10. Okay. If one of the given number is 40, then what is the other number? First, what is given, just understand here. The LCM of two numbers, that means LCM is given is 200. Okay, LCM is given 200 and GCD is 10. LCM is 200, GCD is 10. One number is given. One number is 40. One number is 40. You have to find the other number. Understood? So what is given? We will first write it down. You see here, first we will write whatever is given. LCM is given 200, GCD is given 10, then one number is given 40. We can write one number is equal to 40. Another number, other number is not given, so other number is not given, so just put a question mark. Understood? Here again we will use the formula what I had told you last time. Product of the two numbers. Two numbers means here we can use one number and the other number. Product means what I told you. Product means multiplication. So what was the formula? Product of the two numbers. So instead of product of the two numbers, you can write one number multiplied by other number. One number multiplied by other number. Okay, one number multiplied by other number. Formula is what? Product of two numbers is equal to GCD into LCM. Understood? You can also write like that. One number multiplied by another number is equal to GCD into LCM. Now what is one number given? See, one number is given 40. Other number is not given, so we will write other number as it is equal to GCD. GCD is 10 and LCM is 200. Understood? Now what we will do is, see here, first we can write this as it is. See here, other number, we have to find the other number, so write other number is equal to, after equal to what do we have? 10 and 200. 10 multiplied by 200. So if you multiply this, see this, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, and how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. So we put 3 zeros over here. And see here, I told you last time, when the number is in multiplication, when you bring it here, it will come in division. So 40 will come here in division. Understood? Write other number as it is equal to 200 multiplied by 10, 2000. 40 is in multiplication here, it will come here in division. So what we can do is, we can reduce this 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. 200, see, 200 if you divide it by 4, 200 you divide it by 4 in 20, 4 5s is 20, 20 minus 20, 0, bring this 0 down, 4 zeros are 0, you get what? 50. Understood? Even if you do this reducing work over here, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 20, 4 5s are 20 and 4 zeros are 0. Understood? 4 ones are 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 zeros are 0. Again you get 50. So like that you can do either by division or you can reduce it here itself. Okay. So now we can write the answer. We got 50. Now what is the other number? What is the question? What is the other number? So we can write answer. The other number is 50. Understood? So here we have finished the third sum of the word problem. Now see the next one. A farmer has 250 kgs of wheat and 150 kgs of jawar. Okay, he has 250 kgs of wheat and 150 kgs of jawar. Both the grains are to be filled in sacks so that their weight will be same. These two grains have to be filled in sacks so that their weight will be same. What is the maximum weight of grain that can be filled in each bag? Understood? So what is the maximum? Now see here, you should always see the question here. Now here it is given maximum. Maximum means what? Maximum means we have to find the GCD. Okay, so don't get confused while doing the word problems. Whenever you have greatest or you have maximum, greatest or maximum, you have to find the GCD. Understood? So maximum is given here. That means we will find the GCD of those two numbers. That is 250 and 150. Okay. So what is the question? What is the maximum weight of grain that can be filled in each bag? So how much grain can be filled in each bag? We will find out that. So first what we will do is we will write the LCM. We will find the LCM of these two numbers. Sorry, not LCM. The GCD of these two numbers. Okay. Since it is maximum, we will find out the GCD. So just write down these two numbers, 250 and 150. You can also write like that over here. Wheat is how much? You can write what is given. Wheat is 250 kgs and jawar is 150 kgs. What you have to find? You have to find the what is the maximum weight. So what we have to find? To find the maximum weight of grain. Maximum weight of grain, that means what is that? Maximum means what I told you, maximum means GCD we have to find. Okay, we have to find the GCD. Then you can take the find out the GCD of both the numbers. See here, 250 and 150. Now what we will do is, see, last number is 02468, right? 02468 means we can use 2 times table. 2 ones are 2, less than 5, 2 twos are 4, carry 1, 2 fives are 10. Again less than 15, 2 sevens are 14 in this, carry 1, 2 fives are 10. Okay, now see, can you use, now we cannot use 2, we will check, can we use 3, 3 fours are 12 and this 5 is left, so that means we cannot use 3 also. Then we see the last number is 5, that means we can use 5 times table. 5 twos are 10, okay, in 12, less than 12, 5 twos are 10, 11, 12, 2 is remaining, 5 fives are 25. Again 5 ones are 5 in this, 6, 7, 2 are remaining, so 5 fives are 25. Again see the last number is 5, again we can take 5 times table, 5 fives are 25 and 5 threes are 15. Now see the numbers are different. Okay, now this will only go in 5 times table, this will go in 3 times table. So we have to stop. For GCD, we cannot continue, we have to stop. Understood? So therefore GCD of these numbers, what is the GCD? GCD of these numbers 255. 2 into 5 into 5. 2 fives are 10. 10 fives are 50. Understood? GCD we got 50. See the question. What is the maximum weight of grain that can be filled in each bag? It is necessary to write the final statement. Okay, since this is a word problem, you have to write the final statement. So answer. What was the question? What is the maximum weight of grain? So we can write the maximum weight of grain that can be filled in each bag is 50 kgs. Don't forget to write the unit kgs. Understood? So this is the sum. This is the fourth sum. Understood? Whenever they give you maximum, so understand how to find out whether it is GCD or it is LCM. Whenever they give you maximum or greatest, it is GCD. Okay. Now we will do the next sum. Okay, see the next question. 3 friends were practicing running on a circular track. Okay, there were 3 friends who were practicing running on a circular track. It took them 2, 3 and 4 minutes. Okay, one person took 2 minutes, other one took 3 minutes and the third person took 4 minutes, suppose, to complete one lap. Okay, so to complete one lap, one took 2 minutes, 3 minutes and 4 minutes. If they start running from the same place at the same time, okay, if they start running again from the same place but at the same time, then after how many minutes will they meet again? Okay, meet again at the same place for the first time. So after, if they start running, so after how many minutes will they meet again and at the same time? Understood? At the same place and for the first time. So what we will do over here is, now whenever they say meet again, okay, meet again over here, you can see meet again and at the same time. Here what we will do is, we have to find the LCM. Understood? Here whenever they say meet again at the same place again, so again they are going to meet again, that will we have to find the smallest number, that is the LCM. Understood? So what we are going to do here is, we are going to find the LCM. Now LCM of which two numbers? Of three numbers, 2, 3 and 4. Understood? So you can also write the statement, it took them 2, 3 and 4 minutes. Okay, so we have to find, you can also write directly, we have to find the LCM, to find the LCM of 2, 3 and 4. Understood? We have to find the LCM of 2, 3 and 4. So write 2, 3 and 4. Now you know how to find the LCM. We can take 2 times table. 2 ones are 2. Okay, 2 ones are 2. 3 is not going. 3 bring it down. 2 twos are 4. Again we can take 2. 2 ones are 2. Bring this 1 down. Bring this 3 down. Now see 3 is left. So 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3. Bring this 1 down. Okay, so we are done with this. Now what we will do is, we will write multiply these factors and find out the LCM. That means 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 into 3. 2 twos are 4. 4 threes are 12. What we got here is 12. So after how many minutes will they meet again? Meet again. That means it is LCM. Understood? Again at the same place for the first time. So answer, after how many minutes are they going to meet again? So they will meet again at the same place after 12 minutes. Okay, so they will meet again at the same place after 12 minutes. Understood the fifth sum? Now see the sixth sum. If the children in the class are lined up 6 in each row, okay, 6 in each row and 8 in each row. Okay, 2 rows are there, 6 in each row and 8 in each row. There is no child left. No child is left. What is the minimum possible number of children in the class? Again, maximum, I told you maximum is GCD. Minimum is LCM. Okay, so minimum possible number of children in the class. Children in the class are lined up 6 in each row and 8 in each row. 6 in each row and 8 in each row. That means we will first find out the LCM. Minimum means LCM. LCM of 6 and 8. Understood? So we can first find out the LCM of 6 and 8. Now see 6 and 8, you can take 2 times table. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Again 2 2s are 4. Bring this 3 down. 2 1s are 2. Bring this 3 down. And then we can take 3 1s are 3. Understood here? So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 3s are 24. 24. So what is the question? What is the minimum possible number of children in the class? What is the minimum possible number of children in the class? So minimum possible children in the class is 24. Answer. The minimum possible children, the minimum possible number of, the minimum possible number of children is 24. Now see the seventh sum. 3 buses going to different places leave from the same station every 10, 15 and 20 minutes. If all the 3 buses first leave at 8 a.m., okay, then at what earliest will they leave at the same time again? Understood? Now see here, You have read the question. Now see, since the buses leave after a fixed interval of time, after 10 minutes, after 15 minutes, and then after 20 minutes, what will we do? We have to first find the LCM of the three numbers. Okay, the buses are leaving at a specific interval of time. Okay, after 10 minutes, then after 15 minutes, and then after 20 minutes. So what we will do is we will first find out the LCM of these three numbers. Why LCM? CRO. Then at what earliest will they leave at the same time again? Okay, at the same time again at the same time again. In the previous sum also I had explained, again at the same place. See, in that three friends were practicing running. Okay, this question was almost the same. Again, after how many minutes will they meet again at the same place? So same way this sum is also almost the same. Then at what earliest will they leave at the same place again? Okay, so again, when it is the earliest at the same time again, what we will do is we will first find out the LCM of these three numbers. Okay, so first we can also write the statement that the buses leave after 10, 15 and 20 minutes. So therefore what we will do, we have to find LCM. Understood? So that means we have to find the LCM of the given numbers. So understood till here? Now see, the numbers are 10, 15 and 20. 10, 15 and 20. We have to find the LCM of these numbers. So first we can start with you can start with 5 also. I am starting with 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. 2 10s are 20, and we will bring this 15 down as it is. Okay, then again I'm using 2. 2 5s are 10, and I'm bringing 15 and 5 down as it is. Okay, now I'm taking 5 times table. At the beginning also you could take 5 times table. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, and 5 1s are 5. Now see, 3 is remaining here. So 3 1s are 3. Bring this 1 down. Okay. Now see here, what we get is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. 2 into 2, 3 into 5. Understood till here? So that means 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. Okay, 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are is 60. Understood? 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 60. So what we get? 60. What was the question? Then at what earliest? Okay, earliest will they leave at the same time again? At what time earliest will they leave at the same time again? So now see here, we have 60. 60 means what? 60 minutes. 60 is what? 60 minutes. 60 minutes. So that means, see, if all the three buses first leave at 8 a.m. First they left at 8 a.m. Right? They've left at 8 a.m. first. And then after that, at what time earliest will they leave at the same time again? Again they will leave after 60 minutes. That means 8 a.m. 60 minutes means what? 1 hour. Okay. So 8 a.m. plus 1 hour you add in that, it will become 9 a.m. Understood? So at what time at the earliest will at the same time will they leave again? You understood this part? See, 8 a.m. all the buses, three buses first leave at 8 a.m. If all the three buses first leave at 8 a.m. okay, they left at 8 a.m. then again after 60 minutes, since the LCM 8 a.m. since the LCM we got 60, that means after 60 minutes again they will leave. Understood? That means 8 a.m. plus 60 minutes we get 9 a.m. So at what time they will leave? 60 minutes means after 1 hour more. So 8 a.m. 1 hour more you extend, it will become 9 a.m. So again at what time they will leave? So the three buses, you can write the final answer. The three buses will leave again at 9 a.m. Understood the last sum? So here we have finished practice set 5.3. Also do comment and let me know if you have understood this practice set. If you have any difficulty, any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Also, thank you for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.